How to make a sponge cake. Few cakes are as customizable as simple sponge cakes. Baked in sheet, cake, or tube pans, they can be dressed up by adding frostings, icings, and whipped cream, or served simply as a slightly sweet accompaniment to tea. Sponge cakes rely on well-beaten eggs to give them volume, but you can modify the texture of a sponge cake by what fat you use. A simple sponge cake that uses butter can be made in sheet pans or cake pans. It's fluffy, light, and rolls easily. A chiffon cake relies on oil and uses more flour. This creates a sturdier cake that can stand up to heavier frostings or buttercream. Choose a sponge cake, bake it in a pan of your choice, and frost it to make it your own. Method 1. Making a simple sponge cake. Number 1. Heat the oven and prepare your pans. Set the oven to 180 degrees C, 350 degrees F, or gas mark 4. Butter 2 9-inch cake pans or 2 12 by 17-inch rimmed baking sheets. Line the bottom of your pans with parchment paper, butter the paper, and then sprinkle flour all over it. Gently shake the flour around and shake the excess out of the pan. Number 2. Set up a bain-marie. Pour water into a saucepan and get it simmering, or slightly bubbling. Place a bowl over the saucepan, taking care that the bowl doesn't touch the water. Number 3. Add egg yolks and 1 cup of sugar to the bowl. Whisk till the yolks and sugar over the simmering water until the sugar dissolves, about 3 or 4 minutes. When you no longer see sugar granules, remove the bowl from heat. Number 4. Beat the yolk-sugar mixture. Use a hand mixer on medium-high to beat the mixture until it lightens in color and thickens slightly, about 3 to 5 minutes. Stir in vanilla extract and salt. Pour the mixture into a large bowl. Number 5. Beat egg whites. Place the whites in a separate large bowl and beat with a mixer on high speed. Beat till soft peaks form. These should be slightly droopy if you lift the beaters out of the bowl. Once this happens, beat in the rest of your sugar until the peaks become stiff and shiny. This should take a couple of minutes. Number 6. Fold the whites into the yolks. Do this gradually, by folding in 1/3 of the whites at a time. Then, gently sift the flour over the top and fold it in as well. Stop folding just before all the flour is incorporated. Number 7. Pour in the melted butter. Pour it down the side of the bowl and fold it into the batter until it's smooth, but take care not to overbeat. Number 8. Spread the batter in pans and bake. Divide the batter between your 2 cake pans or sheets. Bake the cake pans for around 25 minutes or 15 minutes for the sheet pans. To ensure even browning, rotate the pans or sheets halfway through the baking time. The cake is done when a tester or toothpick comes out clean after being stuck in the center. Number 9. Remove from the sheets or pans. If you use cake pans, hold a plate over the cake, then swiftly turn it upside down so the cake comes out onto the plate. Remove the parchment and then use the same method to flip it onto your serving plate. Number 10. Frost or fill, as desired. Sponge cakes baked in cake pans easily lend themselves to filling between the layers. Sponge cakes baked in sheet pans can be filled and rolled before being frosted on the outside. Method 2. Making a chiffon cake. Number 1. Heat the oven and set out your pan. Set the oven to 165 degrees C, 325 degrees F, or gas mark 3. Have a tube pan ready, but do not butter or grease it. Number 2. Whisk your dry ingredients. Whisk together the flour, 3/4 cup of the sugar, the baking powder, and salt in a medium bowl. Number 3. Whisk your wet ingredients. In a separate large bowl, whisk together the oil, egg yolks, and milk till combined. Gradually whisk the flour mixture into your wet mixture. Number 4. Beat the egg whites. In a separate bowl, beat the egg whites with a mixer set to high until the whites become frothy. Add the cream of tartar and vanilla, then beat until the whites hold soft peaks. Slowly beat in the rest of the sugar, 3/4 cup, and keep beating until the whites hold stiff, shiny peaks. This should take around 5 minutes. Number 5. Whisk the egg whites into your batter. Start by whisking in a third of the egg whites into your other batter. Then, take a spatula and gently fold the rest of the egg whites into the mixture. Stop folding just before all the flour is incorporated. Number 6. Spread in tube pan and bake. Cook the cake until it springs back when you touch it, around 50 to 55 minutes. Remove it from the oven and let it cool upside down for an hour before you take it out of the pan. Number 7. Frost or fill, as desired. Chiffon cakes can be sliced vertically, like an angel food cake, or cut horizontally and filled, like a Victoria sponge.